hi, welcome back to my cup of TV with Jenny,
JD,
and Erin. So, BTS. Okay.
My turn.
Spin.
The wheel.
Okay.
So, J-Hope. You wanted J-Hope?
I did. I really did, because I can't understand how we can go from this like really bubbly guy in the Gaios to this like, I was like, hey, this isn't a rap random, and I don't know, he just really stood out for me in them, and I was like, you know what, I need to know more. So that's why I've been really hoping that we're gonna get, and I've been trying to pay a bit more attention to him in the videos to, I don't know, just get a, I'm not necessarily saying it's a bias, but I'm just really interested. I want to know more.
In the guys, I mean, we've only watched a few, but it's the way like he loses at rock paper scissors, and he's just there going, ah,
yeah,
squealing.
Like, but that's just the kind of thing that I would do. But I'm like, how are you then this rapper?
Oh, the one with the eel juice when he's like, not me, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, bless
And he's just left there. He's like dripping out.
Yeah.
Oh, bless him.
When you see our reaction, you'll see I was sitting there going, one of you give him your drink. Get out of his mouth.
Oh yeah, no, that was I did feel for him. That was really unpleasant.
And their forfeits in the guys get even more brutal. So.
Or especially when I was like waxing them,
Yeah.
like sugary.
And then
savage.
they checked one of their legs and was like armpits, and I was like, oh, I want to watch this. I was like, please, Lou, sugar,
Sugar
but
is
they didn't. I knew
savage.
they weren't going to
Savage Youngie, yeah, for sure.
No, but it was brilliant. So yeah, I'm very excited, and I want to know what offering you have for me.
Well, we have, so because it's a J-Hope, it's going to be a solo, and we do have, again, so many to choose from as a testament to him and all of them as artists. Whenever we get any category, we've got so many to choose from.
Are we going to have like the one that matches with like the back of the soul?
No. And there's a reason for this. We're not going to go for it. That's Ego is that one, which is amazing. I love Ego. But we were thinking that when we've done our most recent one that we did for RM, we did Do You, which was him as a solo artist separate from BTS. So, and J-Hope does have his own albums as a separate solo artist. So we wanted to do one that was just him on his own. And this one's really, really fun. We're going to go for Chicken Noodle Soup. Does that ring any bells?
Chicken Noodle Soup. Yes.
Chicken Noodle Soup with a soda on the side.
In my youth, I remember dancing to this song.
Okay.
If there is ever a question
Are you
of
like,
how
what the
much
hell?
younger I am than the pair of you, I feel like this has summed it up. What the fuck are you going on about?
Okay, so Chicken Noodle Soup is a song, is an American song from back in the, I hate saying the word noughties, but back to 2006. I wasn't sure, but because the actual video itself looks like it's from like the 90s, but I don't know if they had that sort of grainy effect for sort of sentimental value on purpose. But yeah, it's from 2006 by DJ Webster. So it is an old song. Now, J-Hope decided he wanted to do a remake of Chicken Noodle Soup, and it's a collab with Becky G, who is a American Hispanic rapper and singer.
I have not heard of her. I don't think.
Okay, no, she's quite funky and she's a little bit risque. So she's got her own solo stuff as well. Check those out if you want.
Is she risque in this?
She's fabulous in this. She's so sassy. Love it.
Oh, I love sass.
Yeah, we do. She's an absolute queen in this, and she really nice, matches up really nice with J-Hope, because I think it's almost like they're different enough, but they work together so well. And it's also amazing that Becky G is obviously Latina, and then you've got J-Hope who's got some Korean in there, and then there's also some English. It's just this whole multilingual international song, which has got so many cultures bringing together, which is amazing. And J-Hope said that he wanted to do this because the original Chicken Noodle Soup was one of the songs that he listened to when he was younger, and he was dancing when he used to be in his own street dance crew before BTS.
How did they have time to do this?
How old was he though? Like 10?
Literally, he must have been like 13.
I've got my street dance crew, and
Yeah.
they're all like at preschool.
This is it. They were all even so well established in what they wanted to do before they even came into BTS.
In prison, they're like in nappies, just you know those things you
The
do that
robot.
are clearly CGI babies doing these dance moves. That was J-Hope in real life.
He liked this song and he wanted to do a remake of it. He actually reached out to DJ Webster, so the original, and asked for permission and wanted to pay homage and actually pay some of the proceeds to them. So literally, he did it all legit, all like with permission and complete respect. So everyone I've seen watched this version of Chicken Noodle Soup, when they learn about that, because they loved the original, they're just like, that's so cool. So the way to go about it was just so the right way.
No underhand, I'm going to try and make money off of what you did before.
No. And he's not trying to make it completely his own. He's still trying to remind people of the original and just add a fresh flavour on it. Do you know what I mean? Like as a mark of respect. Like I am doing a copy, but it's a respect to the original.
I always feel like all of BTS are very respectful of other artists, and when we see them pull from like other genres, and obviously with like the Michael Jackson dancing and all that kind of stuff, it just seems like they really enjoy all this other music, so they don't want to
they don't want to hide where they got it from.
They celebrate it.
I feel like it's almost their fanboying over what they like. And I mean, let's be honest, we were making up a dance to something, it wouldn't be very good for starters, but we'd be then, let's do this thing that Michael Jackson did, and let's do this thing that BTS did, and you know, that's what you do. It's
a compliment, isn't it?
Yeah, and so it's almost like, instead of trying to pass it off as their own, by let's change it a little bit and then say we made it up, it's no, let's just put it out there and say we love them, so we did this.
Yeah, literally, they're paying homage, and it's the same as what I said with Dynamite. They wrote to the Jackson estate and said, "Can we please have your permission? We'd love to add in some Jackson 5 and some Michael Jackson dance moves and references to this song. Can we have your permission?" And they were like, "Yes, amazing. That's brilliant. That's such a wonderful compliment that BTS want to have those included." Yeah. So it was the same with Chicken Noodle Soup, and DJ Webster was really, really happy. So.
I have no idea what to expect.
That's fine.
If I'm honest.
That's fine.
Hey, I don't understand how this song is called, but it's making me
love
hungry.
Soup.
I know.
Yes, you've got a soup.
Yes, I've got
noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup.
Oh my
With a
God.
soda on the side.
Guys, seriously, look what I actually have in my bag.
She's got chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup.
Because I was like, I'm gonna be hungry.
This is
and
fate.
I didn't think that you'd still have the Korean noodles from the other week with you, so I brought my own just in case.
This is fate. This was meant to be a chicken noodle soup day.
Oh,
brilliant.
Right, Kat, are you familiar with Chicken Noodle Soup?
I'm not familiar with the original,
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
which obviously makes me younger than all of you.
We were just cool.
Mentally.
we were just cool.
Mentally. Yeah, we were just cool.
Oh, good.
However, I can tell you that this one was released on the 27th of September 2019.
Oh, very
it's
recent.
Quite recent.
The songwriters credited on this version are Young B, J-Hope and Becky G.
Yeah, Becky G wrote her own verses in this. So literally it was a really good collaboration.
Did J-Hope write his own and they kind of just kept the chorusy part?
You shall see. I don't want to give it away, but yeah, basically.
I do get a bit excited when there's going to be a woman in it. Just because, obviously, the boys
And a
look
strong
at
woman.
But it's nice to see female powerhouses
for sure.
in there as well with them.
And they've got more collabs with strong females. They collabed with Charlie XCX. Who's there? Zara Larsson. So they've got, there's lots more collabs to come. So that's, of course, Nicki Minaj. Yes, of course. So yeah, they definitely favour and they support strong women. Just to say as well, some of the dance moves obviously in this are from the original, but the actual chorus dance move, which is now, I think it's been now taken and adopted into the game Fortnite.
Oh,
I think they've added it in there. J-Hope created the choreography for the chorus. So the other dance moves were from the original, and then he actually created.
Me that Fortnite stole his dance move?
They had to get permission, I believe, because he literally obviously created
forward,
it.
I'm all ready to fight for J-Hope.
No, I think they got permission. So
okay, so this is J-Hope and Becky G, Chicken Noodle Soup. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and head over to Patreon where we are 2 videos ahead and got all the extra stuff. Go and have a look, see all the stuff and things.
that's one of the original dance moves. Swag.
He looks so different.
Who do you know that can dance like a chicken and make it look cool?
They just went really deep.
So he's talking about dancing every day, all of the different styles. Look at those dancers. It's such a random video as well. There's cars everywhere.
How can he keep his head so still when his arms are flapping?
Yeah,
She's so cool.
Oh, she sounds amazing. Where do you come from?
Magic.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah. Chicken taxi.
I like her.
She's so cool.
And I was watching this thinking I'd be interested to see some more of her
yeah,
stuff.
no. And I find when it's like the Spanish, it's actually easier to follow because it's something a bit more familiar to us.
Ooh, there's a dance break coming. Ooh.
He's so cool.
It's just so fun.
Ooh.
I love her outfit.
Oh yeah.
It's so, everything's paying homage to the 90s. It's like amazing. Well, I get more 90s vibes than noughties, personally.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the fun just at the end. I love that.
Are all these names the dancers?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's
nice.
so nice to do.
And we just let them all freestyle. And show what they've got. Did you see the man's arm? He has no bones.
Oh. That was a very different J-Hope from the Guyos.
It's still fun though.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
you haven't seen his darker side yet, but yeah, still fun. There's some
Yeah.
swag in there for sure.
Yeah.
They all look so normal at the end.
Mm.
They just
I
look
love
like
that.
they could have been just any random group of people. They
Yeah,
just look
like
so
friends.
Hanging out with some music on, just dancing and singing. And
Yeah, apparently all of those were LA-based dancers, and the casting call was literally so wide. It didn't have like very much limitations on age or race or anything. They literally just wanted a whole group of fantastic, amazing dancers with great ability,
Yeah.
because like all of that at the end was all them freestyling and that. And apparently they just had a really, really good time on set, and everyone just had such a nice attitude.
it looked really fun.
Did good.
So I know you said obviously he wanted the song because it was to do with like his like dance crew that he had back when he was
They
like
used to dance to that.
4. But it was definitely felt like that could have just been their little like street dance crew.
It could have been. I
it's
think
just
he was trying to
Yeah.
to recreate that
Yeah.
vibe that he had, and I think they did it well. It was that feeling.
Did he say something in there about his height and being a dancer? I'm pretty sure there was.
So I think it's measured in dance. You said that.
I'm sure I saw something that said about like height, and then what does it say?
It said something about his height being measured by dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then he was right.
It's probably something to do with the fact that in South Korea, the taller you are, it's quite impressive. They like being tall. It's like a goal that everyone wants. So maybe he's, I don't know, in a way that could be him saying like, my height is you should be impressed by my dance. Do you know what I mean? I want my worth to be measured by my dance and how much effort I put into my dancing.
That's what I was going to say, about my worth is not measured in a physical attribute like height. It's what I can do.
I wasn't sure if it was that, obviously here, to be a part of like the Royal Ballet, you have to be a certain height. Like I could be a great dancer, but I wouldn't be
it could be
the right height.
Be.
So I wasn't sure if it was something like there was some like limitations that...
It could be. He could be saying like, I'm not tall enough to be this, but look at what I can do with my dance. But again, it's great because it's open for interpretation. So where that made you think of that, that's no right or wrong. It's just what it made you think of. So that's pretty cool.
Do they ever like leave? I don't know. Maybe in a couple of years we'll find like notebooks where they write like their notes about the songs and how they interpret
their ideas,
their process,
and why I put this in here, or maybe that's stuff that we don't even notice as to why. Do they ever release any of that?
They don't release it, and I do think that's fair enough. It's obviously quite private, their own artistic process, but they're very open in talking about it because they do a lot of V Lives on the V Live channel that I showed you guys where we watched the Guyos.
Yeah.
Sometimes they will literally, like RM in his own little studio at the Big Hit offices, he'll turn the camera on and he'll be at his desk and he'll just start talking, and he has talked fans through a lot of the ideas and his creative process and how and why he got the idea to make this song. And so they have spoken to Army about that, which is quite cool. But they've never released any of their materials, as it were, but they have spoken about where they got the inspiration
There's
from.
some of the things that they write can be very personal, so you wonder how much is written there that is private stuff that they're using as a reminder, or this links to this, how can I word what I want to say without saying directly what
it could be very vulnerable to release that as well, so I absolutely understand if that is a private process.
I can imagine they just have a stack of books because they're probably constantly writing.
Yeah.
You know how when I blow dry my hair and I get an idea for a BTS, a bite-sized bang tank, and I'm like, oh, write that down. I just imagine they're constantly.
Yeah. And it's like Sugar. Sugar will not go anywhere without his laptop and his what's the thing called, the little keyboard thing that makes the noises.
Synthesizer.
Yes, he won't go anywhere without those two because he always creates music.
I carry a really big handbag, Sugar.
This works. We can work together.
Works.
This will work.
Big enough to fit JK in.
Yeah, apparently it's little. But yeah, so that was really fun. I really liked Chicken Noodle Soup.
That was really interesting. I
really liked her. I'd like to see more of what she does.
Becky G's cool.
Yeah. She was just so petite.
She's dinky.
And dancing as well.
And I loved it.
I think you would refer to her as a pocket rocket because she's little, but she's got so much sass and attitude and charisma.
The way she sounded, the way she was dancing, I kind of thought, she's not here to do a part on someone else's song.
No.
You know?
It was very much, even the two of them were collaborating and it was an even stage.
She
and that
just like popped in for a couple of minutes at the end. It was,
Yeah, no,
and
for
I
sure.
like how he introduced her. I can't
I'm
remember
going to open the car door for you.
Yeah.
Landlady.
Like
you
the
said
words
her name as
yeah,
well.
but the words, well, the way I can't remember what it was, but it was, I remember thinking, oh, that's really good. I really like that.
Oh, it's nice. Well, I wanted to point out a couple of things. One of them was the blimp in the air, which was, again, paying homage back to that time. And they did have the blimp in LA. So I've seen reactors watch that. And I don't think we've really ever had, like, blimps in London or anything. But one of the reactors that I was watching had a reaction to Chicken Noodle Soup. He was like, oh, I love that. They put the blimp in. And that was, like, a real paying homage to his childhood when the original came out. So he really liked that. And when J-Hope first does the chorus and he's in the front there and you've got a line of dancers in the back, there's 6 backup dancers to represent his 6 members of BTS that are not with him. So I thought, so he wanted 6 backup dancers behind him.
I can just imagine that when they're together, they do things to annoy each other and he's just like, oh my God, I really want to break from these guys. And as soon as you've gone away, you're like, oh no, I miss them so much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's exactly what's happened when you all know me so much. I leave and then you're all like missing me and really nice to me, and as soon as I come back, beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. So that's it.
No, it's really good. I really like that. I'm interested to see more. It's only made me more intrigued now.
Good.
To see how
the other sides of J-Hope.
Yeah.
For sure. And again, that's a tune. You can add it to the playlist and it will come on in the background. You could stir soup to that. Yeah, for sure. Chicken noodle soup.
With the microwave.
Chicken noodle soup.
So now you can join in with the dance.
No, I don't think so. It's right, I'll leave that to To you too.
Okay, so that was J-Hope and Becky G Chicken Noodle Soup. Erin will be making soup to that.
Chicken Noodle Soup.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.